Raiders quarterback Jack Concanon ran for a 7-yard touchdown. Running made sense because in 1967 he only threw 6 touchdowns against 14 interceptions in 13 games played. Bears' defensive alignment consisted of 5 defensive backs on most downs in an effort to limit Redskins quarterback Sonny Jurgensen's high-powered passing offense. In 1967, the Redskins had the most passing attempts and passing yards, along with the second most passing touchdowns in the NFL. Here he hooked up with 1967 NFL receiving leader and first-team All-Pro wide receiver Charlie Taylor. This is one of 3 touchdowns that tight end Pat Richter had on the day. Jurgensen completed 14 of 21 passes for 276 yards and 4 touchdowns. Running back Gary Allen followed left guard number 67 John Wooten, who had made the Pro Bowl for the Browns in 1965 and 1966. This was his last NFL season. Of the 4 99-yard touchdown passes in NFL history up to this point, the Redskins had 3 of them. Brian Piccolo's 12-yard touchdown made the score 21-14 Redskins. Number 29, Ronnie Bull, made the score 28-21 Redskins at halftime. Ronnie Bull only ran 4 times, but he had 21 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hunter Billy Martin also played tight end, and early in the second quarter the Vikings got the game's first break. Martin received this 15-yard touchdown pass, the last touchdown of his 5-year NFL career. Clinton Jones' 43-yard run ended at the Falcons' 37-yard line. The very next play, fullback Bill Brown caught a 37-yard touchdown pass. He also had 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. Flanker Tom Hall hauled in this 21-yard pass, which was the last touchdown that he scored in his 8-year NFL career. The Vikings set a team scoring record in this 47-7 win, in which they were favored to win by 13.5 points by Las Vegas oddsmakers. Rookie Ronnie Bly set up 2 Giants touchdowns with long kickoff returns. On the first play from scrimmage, Dick Hoke passed to Roy Jefferson, who was pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Halfback Hoke slipped by fullback Earl Grohl's fine block for a quick 6-0 advantage. In 1967, the Giants led the NFL with 33 touchdown passes. This 10-yarder to Joe Morrison was their first in 1968. Kent Nix and Roy Jefferson hooked up on this 20-yard pass play. Nix was 10 of 22 for only 91 yards. He did throw 2 touchdowns, but he also threw 2 interceptions in this game. Number 71, Bob Lertzema, intercepted this pass and rumbled 39 yards to the Steelers' 7-yard line. It was the only interception in his 11-year NFL career. Randy Meneer vaulted himself into the end zone to give the Giants a 21-13 advantage. Number 45, wide receiver Homer Jones had a career year in 1967. He led the NFL with 14 touchdowns scored, and he caught 49 passes for 1,207 yards for an incredible 24.7 yards per catch. He caught 3 passes in this game for 101 yards, including this 84-yarder. Fran Tarkenton ran 7 times for 39 yards, as well as completed 12 of 22 passes for 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. Quarterback Greg Landry was the 11th overall selection in the 1968 NFL Draft. This was his first regular season touchdown pass, and it went to 1967 NFL Rookie of the Year award winner Mel Farr for 45 yards. Wide receiver Dennis Holman was the 20th overall pick in the 1968 NFL Draft. He was an All-American at Alabama, and this 36-yard touchdown would be his last until Week 3 of the 1972 season when he played for the Kansas City Chiefs. Rookie wide receiver Earl McCullough set a world record in the high hurdles at USC just the year before. He caught 5 passes for 132 yards, including this career-high 80-yarder. On the Cowboys' first offensive play, running back Dan Reeves passed to Lance Rensel. Behind John Nyland's perfect trap block, Don Perkins slashed for 8 yards. Dan Reeves scored his second touchdown of the game. Chuck Howley picked off this Greg Landry pass, then Cornell Green picked off Landry again with a devastating block. Enter Craig Morton at quarterback early in the third quarter, with the Cowboys leading 38-6. Running back Walt Garrison ran 13 times for 66 yards, along with 2 touchdowns. Greg Landry completed 15 of 31 passes for 231 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. The Cowboys had 542 offensive yards to the Lions' 257, and they didn't have to punt all game long. Eagles quarterback King Hill completed 16 of 35 passes for 196 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Starr had a terrific game by completing 14 of 18 passes for 220 yards and 2 touchdowns. This pass went to Boyd Dowler, who had 110 yards on the day. Donnie Anderson ran 12 times for 92 yards, and number 68, Dale Gillingham, delivered a crushing block here, as the Packers ran twice as often as they threw. Carroll Dale hauled in this 50-yarder, and he finished with 73 receiving yards. New Packers head coach Phil Bengtson secured his first win.